everybody, one of Wiisdom here. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Maybe we shouldn't have got that new light above the pool table. What can we do to cool off?
Fan the flames!
Yeah, is that weird? I don't know. I started doing that. I've not gotten to upload any of those. You know, people think it's cool or stupid or pointless or hilarious or please keep it coming, greatest thing ever. GG, will rewind and watch again. That said, fan the flame. That's a tip off if you don't read titles for some reason. We're going to be unboxing Fire Element Sensei Ember. Ember, again, fire element, and she is a Sentinel. She is going to be our first Sentinel, isn't she, that we've unboxed? I do believe so. We've got Hoodsickle waiting in the wings, though. But that's it. This is going to be pretty sweet, I have to say. She hasn't had a ton of hype. She was one of the early characters, if you will. But I have to say, when I edited her B-roll footage of the gameplay back in our Imaginators previews, she looked pretty good. She had a lot of tie-ins with other Fire Element characters. Smolder Dash, that's the name I was trying to think of with Ambush. I don't know why I remembered it after the fact. That's the way life goes. But, I think she's going to be pretty cool, and I'm excited to play as her. Plus, she looks pretty interesting. There's another... She looks similar to Aurora, actually. I wonder if there's any tie-ins there. We'll have to see. But anyway, there she is on the sides, and you can see it on the profile. So flipping it around to the back side. Oh, I didn't do that. Must have gotten damaged. Anyway, not a big deal. We're going to open her up and get her out of there. Let her breathe. Let her have some fun. Fan the flames. Kill chaos. All those good things. So, there's the figure, there's the portal, there you are in the game. It's that simple. There's the inset box art. I feel like Fire Element characters never really have a great inset box art image. You know, it's kind of like washed out. Maybe they need to be like showcased in darker levels or something, maybe. Anyway, Master Ember, Sensei Skylanders unleash mighty Sky Chi powers. You can unlock unique gear and weapons for your Imaginator Skylanders. 30 plus to collect: Ambush, Airstrike, Barbella, and of course, shameless plug for yourself, Ember, and a ton of creation crystals. How do you open these Imaginators? Well, there's a tab here, and then there's going to be two tape dots, and the tape dots and the tab are going to tie in with the top. The top of the box is pretty freaking cool. Check this out. Is that not awesome? That's something, again, a lot of people, if you're the type that you're like, I'm not going to open my collection, it's going to be valuable someday. This is not only going to possibly have that value someday in the future, it's going to look awesome. This is something, a lot of things don't really age well. It's like super cool now, and then like a couple of years later, you're like, oh, why did I keep that? You know, what was I thinking? This is something I honestly believe. You could pull this out in 20 years and you're like, oh yeah, that was epic packaging. You know, whatever it may be, but I think it's pretty cool. Note the Fire Element background there. It's all over the place. Very, very subtle. You have to pay attention. She would retail for $14.99. This was sent out by the good folks at Skylanders Games, so big thanks to them. I didn't fly to Australia. I didn't steal this from Toys R Us or Walmart. Did I not cut the tape? I guess I didn't. And I thought we were getting this down. It's getting late, but that's no excuse. Yeah, we just didn't cut it. Always cut the tape. If you're going to reseal it, if you want to cut... I could see a lot of people, honestly, just like trimming the flap here and then cutting right here along this part line and keeping that, you know, pinning it on a wall, a bulletin board, doing something with it, making a diorama, any sort of a number of things. Take the time and cut the tape so you don't tear it. So, she is Fire Element, just like Taekwon Crow, so we've got the nice burning red color on the inside. Very cool. We're going to pull her out. She came out very easy. Hopefully that's a sign that she will do the same. No stat card, no sticker sheet, no battle cast card that I had secretly hoped for. I think I mentioned it several times that I hoped that would happen. This is just that legal jargon stuff, but it's not taped. It's slid through. And even though no one's really going to read that or do anything with it, it's so awesome that it's not taped. So, oh, she looks good. What we have to do here is we need to assess the weak points, obviously, the staff here. But two is going to be the flame and her hand. And then what they've done, in my opinion, this isn't confirmed or anything, but it would seem to me to be the most logical. When you would see people take pictures of like a Skylander with a limb missing, or, you know, their head's upside down, or they're, you know, flipped in the packaging, it probably happened in transit, you know, from the factory to the end location where you're purchasing them. A lot of stuff happens. Again, I ship stuff all the time. Freight can be a nightmare. and they want you to go in and buy from Toys R Us or Amazon or wherever and get something that's going to come to you just as it left, as they intended it to be. And I think this packaging is going to do that. Case in point, she's not going anywhere. And so what I have done, we've gotten a little better at this. I still like to hold the base, but I'll manipulate the plastic away from the choke points. Look how beautifully that worked. It's like Ember and I are just meant to be together, isn't it? So we're going to come in again. Be careful here. She's got a lot of detail on the sides. It might actually be best to get her by the waist and pop that base out. That's what we have accomplished here. I'll set that up there. Here she is. This is Miss Ember. She looks good. Her face is a little bit more of like a pumpkin orange than I expected, but that fits in well. I thought it might like change, you know, like she rages up, sort of a Frino type thing. And that could be the case, but right now, it's just genuinely like a nice, sort of like a Hemi orange, if you will. We've got the blade here. This is sort of like a frosted. I don't know if that was originally translucent or if it's just frosted, but what they did here is really cool. I think it may have been like a, maybe just like a opaque yellow, and then they've like, it's almost like they've airbrushed. Or it could have been orange and then they've airbrushed the yellow. I don't know. Some process was done and it gives the effect of heat, the effect of a flame. Super, super cool in my opinion. Fire element base right here. We've already taken a look at that with Taekwon Crow in case you missed that, or Ember is what you're all about. We've sort of got like an old school flame job here. Note this side continues on. And then right here, if you're like, wait, that doesn't flow well. Well, that's because they use this as the central point and it mimics what we saw on the front side. Bottom of the base, fire element and Activision displayed. Top side's got a nice texture to feel to it. Bases are uniform. These are the same size. Kingpin, Starcast, Chaos, Taekwon Crow, exactly the same size. They're wider, and it's got the bigger footprint that allows them to do things like make a taller or a wider or a heavier figure and not have them tip over when they're on display, which is much appreciated by someone like myself. Got kind of a classic fire up here coming from the base, very akin to what we've seen since SSA, really. We've had different versions and variations of it. This looks pretty good, I have to say. Again, it's just, she's got the fire aura down. We can definitely say that. Coming in here, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 of these. I don't know if those are like shurikens or throwing stars, or they're just blades that are gonna spin like BattleBot style or something. But they look pretty good. Again, I'm not a huge fan of gold, but it works in this case. It's kind of more of a bronzy gold, a toned down gold, which is good in my opinion. She's sort of got like, seems to me almost like an old Chinese emperor style of a battle helmet here. Bright fire element logo up top, done up in the same gold color that matches down here. She's got the fire element ponytail, if you will, coming out the backside. And again, just she eludes a sense of confidence and balance, kind of like we saw with Ambush. She's got her weapon out front, free hand in the back, ready to strike, ready to attack, demonstrate, school you, whatever it may be that the sensei is up to that particular day. That said, she looks pretty good. Let's get a comparison here. We've got Taekwon Crow, our other fire element we've got access to. He is a ninja. Check this out. She's a little bit taller, has a little bit more going on at the base. He's a little bit wider. Same size base. Very, very cool. So, when we get Hoodsickle unboxed, we'll do a direct comparison between these two. But we have reached that part of the video where I'm going to spin her around awkwardly and read a background story to you. So, there she is. Very attractive figure, I have to say. Ember was raised inside the Dragonfire Dojo, having come from a long line of fire sentinels that were skilled in the art of dual blades. Dun 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 dun. It was the dream of her father that Ember would follow their tradition and take over the family training facility, and so she practiced every day. She was naturally gifted, and soon even the greatest dual blade masters were no match for Ember. When Chaos heard of this, he took over her village and banned martial arts entirely for fear of an uprising. But Ember fought back, unleashing an impressive barrage of samurai pyrotechnics that drove the invaders away. Even though her village was free, she knew that there was greater evil out there that needed to be stopped, and so she joined the Skylanders to train others in the art of the Sentinel battle class. One day, though, Ember plans to return to her homeland and reopen her family school, but not until Skylands is safe once and for all. So, a very cool story there. Again, Ember, Fire Element Sentinel Sensei. Slogan, catchphrase, quote, whatever you want to call it, is going to be fan the flames. So, I'm pretty excited. Again, I was impressed by her whenever I got the B-roll footage back in the E3 time frame, and I'm excited to see how she lives up to that here in the real world now that we've got the game in hand ready to play. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed. If so, leave a like, share the video. Your support and help growing the channel and spreading the good word of the Skylander doctrine is appreciated. If you leave me a comment, include hashtag Ember, and I will give you a bonus brick in the Wall of Wisdom. What is the Wall of Wisdom? It's something I do in Wisdom Plays Minecraft. Basically, it's what everyone always asks for. It's an in-game shout-out, and it's just commemorated and helps me build a wall on the server. So it looks pretty cool. It's gone over quite well. We're up to almost 450, and I haven't been doing it too long. You can also take it a step further and become a Scholar of Wiisdom, and if you're so inclined, check out the video description box for more information on that. SkylanderClub.com. I made the forum for people like yourself. Check it out. I think you will like it. If so, sign up. If I haven't activated your account in a few days, just hit me up on Twitter or leave a comment or something. Let me know, and I will get it activated. Again, I made it for people like yourself. Sort of the more hardcore, detail-oriented side of Skylanders community, if you will. But check it out. I think you will like it. OneOfWiisdom.com is my personal site. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter as well. I'll probably be live streaming. I did a poll a couple of days ago. Do you want to see blind playthrough uploaded direct to YouTube, or do you want to do like a blind playthrough on Twitch? And it's like tied every time I check. So anyway, we'll be doing all that later. Right now, we're focusing on getting these cool figures showcased for you. So, OneOfWiisdom.com, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you back here for more Skylanders Imaginators action from the pool table.